I've been working my way through President Trump's 20 core promises to make America great again, and I've covered the first 10, but the next 10 are going to be a little bit difficult to talk about, at least in the short term, either because they are stuck in the court system, so it'll be a while before we know if he achieved or didn't achieve that promise, and some of them I frankly don't know how to measure. I'm not going to read each and every one of these 10 promises to you, but they're available on President Trump's webpage and also on the GOP webpage. They range from rebuilding our cities, including Washington, D.C., making them safe, clean, and beautiful again, to uniting our country by bringing it to new and unprecedented levels of success. So I'm going to shift my focus for the time being and move over to looking at the Republican Party platform. This is the official platform published on their website, which translates President Trump's agenda into these 10 goals. And today I want to talk about goal number 5, which is protect American workers and farmers from unfair trade. So here's how trade has varied over time. The red line is imports, the blue line is exports, and the gap between them represents the trade deficit, which you can see with the yellow bars on the bottom here. And in 2024, the trade deficit was $1.2 trillion. And this is an estimate. These aren't final numbers yet. We'll get the final numbers at the end of March. Preliminary data says that in 2024, exports increased 3.9% to $3.2 trillion in terms of goods. That unfortunately didn't match the rate of imports, which increased 6.6% to 4.1 trillion. And the trade deficit increased 17% overall. This month, President Trump really kicked off his trade war, implementing tariffs on a lot of different goods. And this is a continuation of a previous policy. So you can see here in his original term, 2016 to 2019, his tariffs did nothing to close that trade deficit. However, he started his tariff policies later in his term, really in 2018, 2019. So they didn't have as much time to take effect. And then, of course, COVID came on the heels of that. So this time around, he's launching the tariffs right away at the beginning of his term. And we'll see if those have the desired effect of closing this trade imbalance. We will not have data for the first quarter of 2025 until June, but I don't think we'll see the impact yet in June because it's already almost the end of the first quarter and tariffs are just now going into effect. It'll really be the end of the year, the end of 2025, before we can see if this is effective policy or not.